What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Boris Portnow here with my son Matthew.
Hi, what's up?
And we're on our way home from a long day's work. We're gonna go home, have some dinner, and just relax, hang out with the family. I wanted to go ahead and upload this video, you guys. What I wanted to speak about today was about the state of the economy, the state of the real estate market. It's early 2019, and a lot of people are saying out there saying that we're going to go through another market crash. Real estate prices are going to be dropping. We're going to be entering another recession. I mean, undeniably, we've seen an unprecedented run of the bull. We're talking about 11 years of a bull market. We've never experienced such a run in our entire life. And yes, you got to be cautionary, but times are far different than they once were. Talking about pre-recessionary times. There were different variables in play at the time which contributed to recession. Those same variables do not exist now. Certainly, a lot of people are getting a little bit careless on Wall Street and playing these derivatives and highly leveraged plays, but our housing market is very stable. We haven't seen this sort of appreciation in such a rapid, short time frame that we did pre-recessionary levels. Certainly some markets, there's been a lot of speculation, like in California, which I'm not familiar with, but I could speak about New York, I could speak about Brooklyn and Queens, that are experiencing a lot of gentrification and a lot of foreign money is piling into these neighborhoods. And certainly those speculated neighborhoods are due for a correction. But Jersey as a whole has been appreciating very gradually and safely. And I don't anticipate any sort of drastic correction. Sure, prices could have a modest increase, modest correction here and there, but that's just a natural part of a cyclical market. But I don't anticipate anything crazy, none of these doomsday sayers talking about 10% corrections and plus. That's just not the case. What I see is a sustained growth for at least 2019. I see a steady growth of 2-3%. And I'm going to go ahead and speak about why I could safely say this. I want to talk about the Federal Reserve and what they came out with their statement in early 2019. Let me first backtrack and make sure everybody understands what the Federal Reserve is, what their role is in our country. So the Federal Reserve is the central banking system in our country. Almost all countries have a Federal Reserve. There's only about 3 countries in the world that don't have a central banking system. So our central banking system, they have 2 mandates in our country, in our great nation. The mandates are to combat inflation and also maintain a healthy level of employment in our country. And they have 2 weapons in their arsenal to do so. They have their balance sheet, in which they purchase and sell treasury bonds. Purchasing treasury bonds, in effect, injects liquidity into the markets. And then they have the Fed funds rate, which is basically the interest rates that they moderate, and they gradually increase it or decrease it. There's no drastic movements from day to day, because such a drastic movement would result in a lot of volatility in the market, and not only real estate markets, but the stock market is very volatile. In fact, it's very volatile to just them speaking without them actually. It's called forward guidance. Without them actually increasing rates, what they do is just give some bit of forward guidance, and the markets react volatility at times if they hadn't anticipated. Excuse me. So, most recently, what the Fed said in early 2019 was that they made some very dovish statements. Dovish statements implies that they're going to be very comforting. They're going to create an environment for economy which is very accommodating. They didn't state they're going to increase rates. They stated the pace at which they intend to increase rates is probably going to slow down. Furthermore, they made a very bold statement. They made reference to their balance sheets. They stated they're prepared to use any weapons necessary they have in their arsenal to maintain stability in our marketplace, including their balance sheets. So not only did they indicate they're not going to be increasing rates, but they even stated that they prepared, if need be, they're going to reevaluate whether or not they would need to purchase more treasury bonds. Are they implying a QE4? I don't think it's anything drastic along those lines, but these are extremely dovish statements which really support the housing market, the economy as a whole. So therefore, I don't think housing is going to go through a correction. I predict steady appreciation, modest, steady appreciation. Furthermore, the fact that they're not increasing interest rates is very accommodating. We've experienced lifetime mortgage rates, the lowest that we'll ever experience in our lifetimes ever again, and they've basically indicated that they're not raising. They haven't been raising rates at a pace which is asinine. It's been very gradual, accommodating. Furthermore, they stated that they're going to reevaluate. They may not be increasing the rates as they had previously said they would have. They're going to slow down the pace, is what they're indicating. The forward guidance was very dovish. This is really helpful towards the real estate markets, and I predict steady appreciation, steady prices, mortgage rates staying very steady what they are, and a very accommodating marketplace. Federal Reserve. So that's what I think. Thanks for your time. My name is Boris Portnov. I'm a licensed realtor in the state of New Jersey. Please give me a call if I could help you with your needs. I'll be glad to do so. Have a good evening, you guys.